Hi guys, I'm Mark and I'm an oyster, and today I'm going to show you how to make a Radler. And if I'm honest, this is probably the easiest beer kit that I've ever come across, because all you actually need, rather than everyone thought probably a kit and a kilo would have been the easiest, but all you actually need for this one is the kit, the yeast that comes in the kit, and that's it. Because a Radler is only a 3% beer, it's kind of like a shandy really, it's more of a beer and lemonade vibe. You don't need the extra kilo to bring your strength up. So this is going to turn out 20 litres, so it's going to be filled up to 20 litres just using the malt extract that's included in here. Now this is part of the new taproom range from Muntons, which is designed to sort of bring some of the lesser known craft beer styles to beginners, because it's probably the simplest one that you can make. Price wise, it's very cheap. I'll pop the price on the screen now for anyone that's interested, and ready in, well, fermented out in 5 to 8 days, and then you've just got to package it up and carbonate it. However you do it, you could bottle it. Personally, I'm going to keg it because that's how I roll, but you do whatever's easiest for you. So I am going to show you how to do this kit, and I reckon it's probably going to take me about 5 minutes. So I've already had this sat in some warm water, heating up, and just to loosen up the malt extract that's inside. So all I've got to do now, first things first, is to open this tin, get it into the bucket, which has already been sanitised with some Star San. So if you see me ducking down there, it's because I've got a bucket of Star San with some bits in there. So one sec. This is probably the longest bit. Your next step, once that's done, is to add 3.5 litres of boiling water in there, but you want to add 1 litre into the tin to rinse it out. So now you've just got to mix this up a bit. Let's move this over here. Just got to mix this up a bit and then top it up to 20 litres. With cold water, and put your yeast in. This range from Muntons, I think they said when I spoke to them that they'd only done 1,000 tins of each kit. So if it's something you like the sound of, I'd recommend you get it, because if you don't, chances are there won't be any bit left. So we've got a couple of these to try. We've got this one, Tropical IPA, a watermelon sour, which I think will be disgusting, but that's just me, and a coffee porter or coffee stout, I think it is. You can really smell the lemons in this as well. It does smell good. So yeah, just top it up to 20 litres. Done. There we go. So now that's done, give it another mix. Make sure it's nice and aerated. God, it does smell good. Really, really lemony. All you have to do with this one, sprinkle the yeast across the top of the wort and just leave it. Put the lid on somewhere warm for 5 to 8 days, 18 to 20 degrees C. Don't know what that is in Fahrenheit if you're American. 65 to 70 degrees Fahrenheit. So this is going to go into my fermenting fridge, where it's going to stay for, I reckon, probably 8 days, which will take me up to next Thursday, and then I can get it into a keg on Friday, which will free up my fermenter for Saturday's brew day. So catch up with you when this is in a glass, probably. See you then. Hi guys, I'm Mark.
I'm Penny.
And we are the Oyster Boys, and a couple of months ago,
I'd say we're now in the months, aren't we?
Yeah, near the month now. We got invited down to see the guys at Muntons in Stowmarket, and we had a fantastic day out.
Oh yeah, if they ever offer you an invite, take it on them. And if you end up staying in Ipswich, say it's worth visiting. What was
St Jude's.
St Jude's.
The weirdest pub I've ever been in my life.
Ask for his flagship ale, and
it's
make your own mind up.
Yeah, we went there. We watched Eurovision while we were in there, and had the most bizarre night out that I think I've ever had in my life, and stayed at the Easy Hotel.
Yeah, worth it again.
Yeah, went to the best curry house in Ipswich. Was it Ipswich?
It was Ipswich.
Yeah, went to the best curry house in Ipswich, and
it was delicious.
Yeah, from what I remember, it was.
Yeah, we were only once in there, but it was delicious.
Yeah, lovely.
So, but anyway, as we were there, they asked us. So they basically launched a new sort of range, haven't they? So they've launched their new range where basically they'll release 1,000 units.
Yeah, of each one.
Each one's all different designs, and basically they get artists who do the designs on them, don't they? So I assume you're going to put a picture up here.
Yeah.
I don't think you managed to keep any, man, because I know obviously with mine I had to put the tube in the hot liquid to make sure you get all the sort of liquid malt extract out, and then obviously the sticker fell off. So it's not like I can keep a tin and show you or anything like that. So
same thing happened with mine, to be fair. But yeah, I'll put a picture on the screen because the internet stores pictures and stuff like that. It's pretty advanced these days.
But 1,000, and once they've gone, that's it. And that's basically the sort of range they're trying to go for, isn't it?
Yeah. So this one is their Radler kit, which is probably the easiest beer kit I've ever made in my life, because all you do is you put the hot water in, the tin of extract in, top it up with cold water, and that's it. There's no spray malt to add or anything like that. And then just chuck your yeast in, and you're good to go. So
easy.
Doesn't get easier than that. In fact, I've probably put a video on this of me doing it. Probably took me about 3 minutes.
Oh, boo.
So yeah, and this is what we got. This is the Radler.
The Radler. So what you were telling me that it was invented by cyclists?
No, I think it was a guy that had a pub and there was a big cycling event on, but they didn't want to get too hammered, so he just made a Radler, which is like a really watery.
Well, is it just beer and lemonade? Is it a
like
sort of strong shandy?
Like a shandy, yeah, like a shandy.
Strong shandy.
So I think this one comes out about 3.5%.
Right. I'd tell you, I mean, I used to do swimming at the university, and I'll tell you one thing is, they used to. My last lecture finished at 6, and the swimming started at 7, and I used to go for a pint. And I tell you what, I was the slowest man in that pool after 1 pint. So I don't know how true this story is. A cyclist wanting a 3% beer, but I mean, I can smell the lemon already from here.
Yeah, but let's not get onto the smell yet. Let's have a look at the looks first. Okay. So
it looks great.
It looks great. It's pretty much crystal clear, isn't it? There was a big, nice frothy white head, but we've got a few things going on here today, which means it took a bit longer to get started than we normally would. But I mean, personally, looks-wise, on a hot summer's day, I'm probably going to give that a God tier 9 out of 10. To be fair,
and I don't think I've had anything other than coffee today, and I'm thirsty, and yeah, it is looking great. So yeah, I mean, I want to get it in my face, so
right, okay,
I'll give it a 9 as well. Yeah, straight in there.
Double God tiers. Let's go for a little sniff. Oh, you can definitely smell that lemon. It reminds me actually of, remember we did the Sam Smith's wheat and with a slice of lemon in the glass. Very much like that. Yeah. I
mean, that's all well, actually, it smells like a Bass shandy.
Yeah, there's the lemon, shandy. Tiny bit like a yeasty smell still. I think, anyway, you might be disagreeing with me on this one.
If I had a blindfold on and someone give me that, I'd go, you give me a shandy here?
Yeah, it's kind of shandy Bass.
Which is sort of, is the Radler, I mean, they are different because I think the shandy is more, I think if you went to...
Shandy would be more with a bitter, wouldn't it? Because you'd have a bitter shandy, whereas this might be
mix it yourself.
Sort of like a lager top.
Yeah, but you wouldn't mix it yourself. Would it come out a can as a Radler? Because I know if very popular in Cornwall, if you go there, they actually have Radlers on draft.
Oh, do they?
Yeah.
Almost like a shop hopper.
The grapefruit. Oh, what a beer that is.
What a beer.
What a beer. So, in terms of smells, smells. In terms of the smell, 8 for me. Yeah. I think it smells really nice, really refreshing.
I'm going to just double check. Yeah, I think you probably banged on there. I know sun's coming out just for the video. In fact, I'm going to go an 8-2 just because it's got sunnier.
Okay.
Yeah. Oh. Should we try it?
Go on then.
Cheers.
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 It's certainly not. It doesn't taste as good as it smells.
No, all it tastes of is kind of. I get the lemon, What's quite nice about the lemon is it doesn't taste like a really artificially lemon flavour. It tastes like you've actually probably
really
grated
nice.
some zest or put some juice in there.
I think maybe the Radler side, the lemon side, is nice.
But as a beer...
Well, it almost lacks sort of a mouthfeel, because sometimes you can get Radlers in the cans, and you still get a sort of thick mouthfeel.
Yeah, but this, it's kind of got the feel of basically lemon water in your mouth. I mean, I would have expected it to be thin, because it's literally the one tin of malt extract, a 1.7 kilo, I think, tin of malt extract in something, I think, like 17 or 18 litres of beer. Normally you would have 2 tins for 23 litres. Carbonation's on point.
Yeah, carbonation's great, yeah.
Thanks.
That's you, yeah.
That was all me. Anyone that is making this, I think I've got it at 21 psi, not in a fridge, because I've got a shelf chiller, so that's what I've kind of gone for. 21 psi, carbonating and serving pressure.
What could they have done, obviously, making from the kit? Could they use some sort of special malt that maybe to add a bit more mouthfeel and sweetness? Because I think a little bit of sweetness wouldn't go amiss with that.
I suppose what you could probably do is add some lactose in, a non-fermentable sugar, to add a bit more sweetness and mouthfeel if you were doing this yourself. But it kind of does take away from the fact that these kits are marketed at people that are new to home brewing, just getting into it as a hobby, might not have all of the equipment, all of the knowledge of extra ingredients. But I think I would probably go for doing something like that.
Yeah.
Score it? Do you want to score it for taste?
I've had a few Radlers.
Not your favourite?
It's not my favourite, but it's by no means a bad beer. And it is a kit beer as well. We are forgetting that.
It did take me 5 minutes to make, rather than an entire day.
I'm going to be very generous. I'd say 6.5.
Yeah. I'm going to be a little less generous. Just because I'm not a Radler. I wouldn't go out of my way to drink it. I give it
I wouldn't know how to make it from an all-grain purpose kit, so it's a bit unfair for me to comment, but...
It'd be very cheap to make for all grain, really.
Yeah, I'm just trying to think how you...
grain that you normally would. I'm going to give it 6.2.
Yeah, it's just because when the ones I've had, they have had a good mouthfeel. Whether they've added some sort of wheat in it, well, I suppose that would... I don't know, instead of a mixture with the Pilsner malt, I don't know. Or...
I mean, you could use something like Carapils malt, which doesn't add to the ABV, but will help with head retention and mouthfeel, body and stuff like that.
I didn't know whether that could be something that they could add.
Probably, yeah.
Not that
you're trying to tell the experts what to do.
Exactly.
Next up, price.
So you said it was $16.99, didn't you?
Yeah, £17.
The limited edition, and I don't know whether that's bumping up the price.
Maybe.
Do you think? Because it's limited edition?
They're supporting local artists, aren't they?
Supporting local artists, limited edition. It's not the flagship range. The flagship range is a bit more
mega. The flagship range is mega.
That was it. The entry level John Bull sort of thing is about 15 quid in it.
Yeah.
This is 17 quid.
This is better than the John Bull kit.
Yeah, by a long, long way. And it comes in a cool box. I'm going to give that a 7.
Yeah, I think a 7 is perfectly fair. I think sessionability-wise, though, on a really hot day...
I think if you had people around now and you had it on draft and a load of people were going to come, I think it would be gone.
Yep.
Definitely. For daytime drinking and stuff like that, probably maybe because it's on the draft system, it's easy pourability, whether it be if it was in the bottle and stuff like that, people keep grabbing to it. I don't know, but...
I'd give it a 6. I'd have at least 6. I might still be able to drive a car after it as well.
No, you wouldn't.
No, not advocating that, guys. 6. 6
Yeah. I tell you what, if I had, the little Asda Bière packs, if I kept those bottles, I'd fill them up with this beer and have that. So Bière Deluxe.
Bière Deluxe, yeah. I'd say 6
strength.
pints, but obviously these are small glasses, so probably 10 of these, or 6.
Yeah.
6 pints, really. Throughout the day, in the sun, like this.
Yeah, okay, yeah. 6 of these I would have. So 5 pints. 5 pints, yeah. That's not bad.
That isn't bad at all.
It's not going to come out as a too bad kit beer for what it is, essentially.
No, I think so. But, here's the oyster score for it.
Yeah.
hope you liked the video. Smash like, hit subscribe, tell all your friends.
If you do know the actual history behind the cyclists and the beer, the Radler, or if you have a Radler recipe.
Or if you just like cycling.
Yeah. So
let us know.
Yeah, you can bottle some and send it off, and you can have it in your bike. In the middle of it.
in your bike, in the middle of it. But no, that's it. Thanks very much for watching, guys. I'll catch you on the next one. Oysters out.